Would you like to take a good care of watching this short show, Granblue? It's very good and it's very funny to see it there. Just only good for 3 minutes to see that. If you are not familiar with the show, you can still watch it there. So I'm pretty sure I'm giving you the recommendation if you have time. And if you want some entertainment, go ahead and check it out because I'm part of the watchers there, and it seems so funny there. And because this one is based on the comic strip, and this is what I give you some love, isn't it, right, Vin? Well, eventually that's the case of my recommendation. Welcome to my video. I'm here to break down for the list of the anime I have chosen to pick for the top 5, the bottom 5, and the possible or spectating choice for the anime of the decade for probably next year. Not this year, it's different from the game of the year, but next year, which is probably somewhere in February, which usually the case that I have been researching for recently. So I found out that it could be coming next year. So of course there's a lot of titles that I have chosen there that I have watched, and I have chosen to put the list into that. What is the bad and what is the good? So let's straight to the points. We go to the top no, actually the top bottom is different, but we go for the bottom 5. So we go to bottom number 5. Yes, that is Hachinan de Sori wa nai desho. Yeah, why is part bottom 5? Actually, it's when it's aired in the several episodes, I find a differences, and that is a pretty much a different adaptation. It is very loose from the manga. That is what I'm expecting too. So in other words, I find it less interesting, and it is so much unnecessary directions that have a weakness. So the story disorients the moments, and it ruins our expectations. So that's the sad news. So the bottom 4 is King's Raid Ishi o Tsugu Monotachi. So yeah, when I come to see it there, it seems it's very good, but when I watch it, I feel no comments about that, and feel emotionless because the entire story is so boring that I just don't understand about that. This is why I don't recommend that. The next part, oh, you know that one, is bottom 3, Peter Grill to Kencha no Chikan. Yeah, it's almost a borderline hentai there. You're gonna have a sex there. You don't see how they sex, but they eventually yeah, they done it, and uncensored there. It's uncensored, but the gist and the point of the story is lost, and I just see, where's the story? Is this the story, the man? And what we have here, it's, well, you can enjoy the sexy poses and the different races if you like monster girls. Unfortunately, if you're looking for a story for the Peter girl and her fiance, unfortunately the story is so short for something that you could not find anywhere. So unfortunately, nothing happened. So the bottom two is Infinite Tentrogram. That was in somewhere in this last winter. It's yeah, I mean it's same as Sword Art Online, but it's a opposite way. It's not that interesting. All of the episodes there, they have a very good info dump, and eventually you might want wondering, is it good enough? Nope, nothing happened. So I just rated there a little bit low, and my expectation is not what I'm waiting for. So I just want to see the feeling between the worlds, the players to see. Hence, it's not enough. And the reason why I feel not interested because well, the moments is just not that striking. So yeah. And finally, the bottom one, and maybe the worst is Blunderer. Yeah. My guess is that well, eventually I happen to drop reading its manga, and I continue watching this series until the end. And here's my point. The point is, yeah, it's the story is well adapted, but the the moments and the plot lines do not live it up the expectation. It goes down to the bottomness that I find it uninterested. So it took me time to take back and have an energy to watch this show. It's probably the worst thing because it when you animate there you see the itchiness of the girls, which I do not need to see it there. Well, of course, manga has, and also is well adapted into this one. They want to have kind of a fan service, but I'm hoping I want to see more of the story to how did it end, and hence, yeah, it's pretty sure it's not the case already. So, I guess this is the list of the bottom 5. But we're going to make and ship it to the next one. And I'm very sure to change the background for the top 5. So, as you can see, we have additional titles there that I have watched. So pretty sure currently watch is good. It's good there. All of the titles are very nice, but there's more. So here comes the top 5 anime that is the great. It has great plot, great animation, and it's going to be the anime of the decade 2021. So here's the top 5 shows that I'm going to show. The top 5 is The God of High School. Well, I know you have some taste or distaste about this one, but I could forgive you. But that's my personal choice of that and why it ended up top 5. So, because of that, in the episode 1, before I watched the webtoon, I watched the amazement of all the animations, and as well as the martial arts has been shown a lot, and every framework is very short to show to display a lot of actions to show each detail of what kind of move that they present, and I was very amazed. That's why I want to see the action pack of it, and the story is intriguing, and that's why I love the webtoon, and I'm currently reading the game. Well, I'm hoping for the next second season, so I'm hoping that one. So the top four, the top number four is gonna be Sword Art Online Alicization War of Underground, and that will be the the last season for that kind of arc that I want to see it there. Yes, coming from A1 Studio. I bet you know that one. I hope you don't like the studio. I hope you don't like the Sword Art Online. But of course, it's pretty legitimately good there. I know you don't you hate it there, but it's not that I love it there. But I like the animation there that they presented there. Each animation frame rate gives it a very clear and clean presentations of how does it animate into this kind of moments and the story that you build it so many feelings there. So I'm pretty sure that they're going to be a very nice one. So the top number 3 will be, yes, Itai no wa iai nano de Gyoroku ni kyoku furi shitai no to omoimasu. So yes, so eventually it's the most yashashi or kind show that I ultimately enjoyed it. If it is same as Sword Art Online, this show will give you the full enjoyment that you feel when the female protagonist enjoyed her life in playing the game and give you the the kind feeling that you're going to receive, and that's why you're going to have fun with that show. It's fun. I experiencing with that, and I enjoy a lot. Every episode will give you a full enjoyment that you will feel so much graces, and that's why I'm going to recommend there. But that will be top 3 for you. And top number 2 is Dungeon in the Eye Season 3. Yes, actually, I know you want to probably like to skip this, have it this taste, but don't you worry, it's not the same as Isekai. This is not a Isekai, it's a fantasy one that is different from Sword Art Online. It's purely adventure, fantasy show. So back to then, I ultimately read the light novel and about to read the latest novel of it. So I'm very happy, and of course, all of them is very great there. Although for me as a reader, is well, it seems some of the parts are cut already, but that is good enough that they have the decision to show the important and necessary scenarios that we the viewers want to see more about that. And the case of the pacing, it's just fine. Of course, it's very fast. If you think it's fast, it's not. It's just it is the way that is fully adopted from light novel. Is how it described, but not just full, just enough to present it there. So that's the gist of it. And the top one, and maybe the anime of the decade, maybe the top one, and that'll be number 1 is BNA, Brand New Animal. Yes, it's from Trigger. It's triggered me for a lot of amazing animation, unique style, and a lot of different drawing that has given a different new design characters that I want to see. Every character give a striking personality, and the plot goes well with the character themselves. And I'm impressed that it made me become the anime of the decade, that it delivered to us, and I am sure it is a really nice show. I could present it there, so perhaps I could want to see the winning for the reward of that. So that is the choice for that uh, BNA. Maybe to be, just maybe, because it's my speculating for that one to be the spotlight as a nominee, or maybe the winner in the future. So I guess that's all for the choice of my list for top 5 and bottom 5. So thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you next time. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year. See you later.